Hello? Can you hear me? Mm. Ah, amazing. Great. All right. Then good morning. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me. Today's practice is a grounding practice, and grounding is about being in the here and now, feeling our body, and being present to our sensations and our emotions. So going a little bit away from the mind and excessive thinking and into our body and really feeling ourselves grounded on the earth. We're going to start in an active child's pose. So bring your knees as wide as the mat and bring your big toes to touch. And then walk your hands forward until you can rest your forehead on the ground. Here, allow your hips to be really heavy and sink down towards the heels, so don't lift up too much. Rather, first sink down the hips and then bring your forehead to the ground. And just take a couple of breaths here. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. And exhale. And then allow your breath to flow naturally in and out as you just feel into your body. Feel the parts of the body that are in contact with the floor right now. So your hands, all of your 10 fingers, your palms. Feel your forearms, your forehead, your knees and shins and tops of the feet. Notice the connection here between your body and the ground. And then also run a thought along your spine, feeling your back here as it's gently curving. And feel your hips grow a bit heavier. Maybe your shoulders soften. And if there are any wrinkles or any tension in your face, see if you can smooth that out with your thought. Today's practice, as I said, is about grounding. Perhaps you want to work with an intention to stay present, to ground yourself. Maybe it's in your breath or in the mat, so to really keep at the front and center the connection with the mat at all times. Or perhaps you want to work with something different, like kindness towards yourself, or whatever comes to mind. And if nothing comes to mind, that's fine too. Take 1 more moment here. And then begin to deepen your breath, breathing into the belly, into the rib cage, filling the lungs with air. And then as you exhale, squeeze the belly button in towards the spine and really empty all the air out through the nose. 2 more times like that. Deep inhale. And exhale. And if you practice with Ujjayi, then feel free to begin that practice, closing off the vocal cords slightly, or the air pipes, so that the air has a little bit less room to pass through, and you'll hear this sound and feel the breath at the back of your throat. If that's not your thing, then just breathe deeply in and out through the nose. On the next inhale, gently lift your gaze, come to the fingertips, and then walk your hands over towards the right side. Reach the left fingers a little bit more forward as you sink the left hips down and bring your forehead to the ground. Exhale. Inhale to reach the fingers a bit more forward. Find length in your back, especially in the left side body. And then exhale, heavy hips here. Inhale, find length. And exhale. One more inhale to feel the stretch, the lengthening of the left side body. And exhale to get heavy and melt into the floor. Inhale, coming back through center. And then walking over to the other side. Reach the right fingertips forward as you sink your right hip down. And then bring your forehead to the ground as you breathe out. Inhale to really lengthen the spine here. Imagine the crown of your head reaching more forward. And exhale, remember to allow your hips to drop to the heels. 2 more deep inhale. Exhale. 1 more inhale. And breathe out. Inhale to lift your gaze. Walk the hands out in front of you. And then come to stand on all fours. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders. Knees underneath your hips. And press the tops of the feet into the ground. As you do this, also draw your belly button gently in towards the spine. So draw it up away from the floor. That allows your lower back to lengthen and straighten out a little bit. Press into the floor with your hands, grab with the fingertips, and then turn the elbow creases forward. For a few rounds of cat-cow, continue drawing the belly button in, and then inhale, lift up the heart, roll the shoulders back, gaze forward. Also lift up the sit bones. Exhale, press everything into your foundation, and round your spine, draw the belly button in, gaze towards the knees. Inhale as you drop the belly, lift up the sit bones, lift up the heart, gaze forward. And exhale, press into the floor as you round your spine, gaze towards the knees. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Then inhale, coming through center and extending your right leg out, coming to the toes, reach the heel back. Continue pressing away from the floor here, drawing your belly button in, reach the crown of your head forward. And then just gently rock a little bit back and forth, opening up the sole of your foot, giving it a little bit of a stretch here. And then the next time you come with your shoulders over your hands, continue drawing the belly button in and lift up the right leg. Reach the heel back, point the toes towards the floor. Inhale, long spine here. As you exhale, point the toe and then draw the knee in towards your chest, around the spine. Inhale as you kick the leg back, reach it far behind you. Exhale, draw the knee in towards your heart, bring the nose towards your knee and round. 1 more inhale. And exhale, press away from the floor, round the spine, bring the knee towards the nose. Inhale, extend once more. And then exhale, bring the knee to the ground. Center here for a moment. Find your grounding. And then extend your left leg, come to the toes, and then gently rock back and forth. Stretching the back of the leg and the foot. All the while pressing away from the floor, drawing the belly button in towards the spine. All right, next time you come forward with your shoulders over your hands, stay there, draw the belly button in and lift up the left leg. Point the heel back, point the toes towards the ground, and then level the hips. Inhale, find length here, crown of the head reaches forward. And then exhale, draw the knee in towards the nose and round the spine, press away from the floor. Inhale to kick back, extend the leg. Exhale, knee towards the nose and round. Inhale, extend. And exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale, extend once more. And then exhale, bring the knee to the ground. Center here for a moment, take 1 breath. And exhale. And then walk the hands a little bit forward, curl the toes under. Press into the hands, grab with the fingertips, turn the elbow creases forward, and then start lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. Find your way into down dog. So press away from the hands, lift up the sit bones high towards the ceiling to extend your back long, and then maybe you leave your knees bent here to allow the back to be long and straight, or maybe you bring your heels in the direction of the floor, leave them lifted, whatever works for you. Take 3 deep breaths here. Finding yourself settling in this pose with the opposite force really pressing down through hands and feet whilst at the same time lifting up the center of your body. 2 more breaths here. And exhale the air out. On the inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, and then walk to the front of the mat. Bring the feet in between the hands. Maybe you bend your knees here as you drape your upper body over your knees, coming into forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up, straighten the legs, lift the back up halfway so it's parallel to the floor. Reach the crown of the head forward, and then exhale, lower down. Then bring your right hand right underneath your face, bend the right leg, straighten the left, and then open the left arm out towards the side and then up towards the ceiling for a twist. Inhale, straighten and lengthen the back here. Exhale, turn a little bit more, gaze towards the left hand. 1 more inhale here. And then exhale, bring the left hand to where the right was, bend the left knee, straighten the right, and then lift the right arm up towards the side and up towards the ceiling. Exhale here. Inhale, reach the crown of your head forward, long spine. Exhale, turn a little bit more, gaze towards the right hand. Inhale here, and then exhale, lower down. Inhale, come halfway up, half forward fold, and exhale, lower down. This time, bend your knees generously. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Allow your gaze to follow. And then exhale, bring the hands together in front of your heart. Just take a moment here, pause. Feel the feet on the ground. Connect with your intention or your breath, your body, whatever feels right for you. Soften the brow. Take 1 more breath, and then we're going to flow through a few sun salutations. Exhale all the air out. On an inhale, open up the eyes, bring the arms along your sides, and then up towards the ceiling. Exhale, draw the belly button in, hinge from the hips. Maybe bend your knees coming into forward fold. Inhale to come halfway up. And then exhale, bring the hands to the ground. Step back with your right foot, and then bring the right knee to the ground. Inhale to reach the arms forward and up. Find your way into low lunge Anjaneyasana. Draw the left hip back here, belly button in. And exhale, sink a little bit deeper in the hips. Inhale, continue reaching the arms up. And exhale, check where are your feet here? Where is your grounding? Where is your breath? 1 more inhale. And on an exhale, bring the hands to the ground. Step back, plank. Take a deep breath. Exhale to ground the knees, hug the arms in, draw the belly button in, and then lower chest and chin to the ground, gaze forward. Inhale, press the tops of the feet into the mat as you slide onto your belly, roll the shoulders back, gaze forward. Exhale, lower the forehead down. Walk the arms a little bit wider, perch onto your fingertips and lift the palms away and lift the elbows up towards the ceiling. Press into the feet again, inhale as you come up, cobra variation. And then exhale, lower down. 1 more time. This time, press into the feet. Inhale as you lift up. Stay here as you exhale. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale. And exhale, lower down. Hands next to the rib cage. Curl the toes under and send your hips back over the heels. And then lift up the sit bones coming into down dog. Inhale to lift up your right leg here. 3-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot forward in between the hands and lower the left knee to the ground. Draw the right hip back. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper in that left hip. Inhale, continue reaching, opening up the heart. Exhale. 1 more inhale. And then exhale, bring the hands to the ground, lift up the back knee and step to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, full. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, come back, dive into forward fold. Inhale, flat back position. Exhale, hands to the ground, step back with the left leg, ground the left knee. Inhale to reach the arms up. And exhale, bring the hands to the ground, lift up the back knee, step back, plank, deep inhale. Exhale, lower the knees, hug the arms in. This time, lower the torso evenly to the ground. Inhale, press the tops of the feet into the floor, slide onto the belly, roll the shoulders back, cobra. And then exhale, press your hips back towards your heels, and then lift the hips up towards the ceiling, coming into down dog. Inhale to lift up the left leg. Exhale, step the left foot forward in between the hands. Lower the right knee to the ground. Inhale to reach the arms up. And exhale, bring the hands to the ground and step to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, hands in front of heart. I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit and the intensity by bringing the toes together to touch. Preparation for chair pose. I'm going to move through sun salutation B. Leave a little bit of space in between your hips and draw the belly button in. And on an inhale, bend the knees deeply, so deep that you can reach the floor with your fingertips. Shift the hips back, press the knees together, and then lift the arms up in front of you. Inhale here, open up the heart. Exhale, bend the knees a little bit deeper. Keep pressing the thighs together. One more inhale. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, press the hands into the ground, step back, plank. Take a deep inhale here. And then exhale, grounding the knees or leaving them lifted, hug the arms in and slowly lower down halfway. Inhale for cobra or up dog, press away from the floor. And exhale, down dog. From here, inhale, lift up your right leg. Exhale, step the right foot forward. And then walk the left foot a little bit towards the left. Turn the heel in. Draw the right hip back, belly button in. And then inhale, rise up. Find your way into warrior 3. Warrior 1. Bend the front knee deeply. Draw the right hip back. Press into both feet. Find your grounding here. Inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to the ground, step back, plank. Flow through your vinyasa or go directly to down dog. So either knees lift or knees on the ground. Flow up to your back bend. And then exhale into down dog. On to the other side. Inhale, lift up the left leg. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Walk the right foot a little bit outward to the right. Turn the heel in. Draw the left hip back and then inhale, come up. Warrior 1. Bend the front knee deeply. Continue drawing the left hip back. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, stay here. Press into the feet, your foundation. Where is the ground that you're standing on? What does it feel like? Deep inhale. Exhale, one more inhale. And exhale, bring the hands to the ground. Step back, plank, and then flow through your vinyasa. Take your time. Follow your breath. And then meet in downward facing dog. We take 5 breaths here. Deep inhale. Continue lifting up the hips. Exhale, 1. Inhale, press into the floor. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. 2 more. Press away from the floor. Lift up the hips. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, 5. We're going to stay here. Inhale, lift up the right leg. Open up the hips. Maybe bend the right knee. Press away from the floor. And then exhale, bring the knee in towards the nose and then step it up in between your hands. Pivot on the back foot. So turn the heel to face the long edge of the mat. The outer edge of the foot is facing the short edge of the mat. Heels are in one line, and then inhale. Find your way up to warrior 2. Sink deeply into that front knee. Open the knee outward. Press into both feet, and then reach the arms forward and back. Inhale to lift up the heart here. Exhale, roll the shoulders back. Look out over your front fingertips and take 4 deep breaths here. Deep in. Out. Press down through the feet. Inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale. Deep in. Out. In. Keep reaching through the fingertips. And exhale out. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms up, and then exhale, bring them to your hips. Turn the right toes to face the long edge of the mat, and then turn the the heels inward so that the toes are pointing out. Then from here, bring your hands together in front of your heart and sink your hips down. As you're entering now goddess pose, very powerful root chakra pose, you are pushing your hips forward as you're pushing your knees back. So trying to stand sort of in one line here if you see from this side. It's a theoretic idea, not really possible. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, lift up the heart. Exhale, sink the hips down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, sink down. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Then inhale, straighten out the legs and bring your hands back to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here before moving on to the other side. Inhale, lift up the left leg, open up the hips, maybe bend the knee, press away from the floor. And then exhale, bring the foot in between your hands, pivot on the back foot. Heels are in one line, and then inhale, find your way up. Exhale, bend the front knee. Open the front knee out towards the left, and then reach your arms forward and back. Exhale, sink deeper into that front leg. Inhale to lift up the heart, and exhale, lower the shoulders. 4 more breaths here. Feel into your foundation, find your grounding. One last breath, reach out through the fingertips. And then exhale, bring the hands down to the ground, step back, downward facing dog. From here, take 1 breath and out. And then walk your hands in towards your feet, finding your forward fold. Inhale to come halfway up, and exhale, lower down. Then inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling, and exhale, hands in front of heart. Take 1 deep breath in and out here, feeling for your intention. Find your grounding, that point to hold on to. As we are transitioning into a balance pose, tree pose. So bring your feet hip-width distance apart, and then ground down through your left foot. Draw the belly button in here, lift up the heart, and then lift up your right knee in towards the chest. Maybe grab around the right knee and then do a few ankle rotations one way and the other. And then wrap your right hand around your right ankle. Press the sole of the right foot into either the left thigh or the left shin, or leave the toes resting on the ground. So just finding your variation. Careful not to press the foot against the knee joint. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart. Lift the heart up here. Maybe you stay here. Or inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Find a point to focus on. Find your grounding. What allows you to be here, present with this pose right now? Is it focusing on your breath? Is it bringing all your attention to that standing foot? Or is it being intensely present in the center of your body? Or something else entirely? Maybe a point to focus on. 2 more breaths here, wherever you are. And if you had your arms reaching up, then bring them together in front of your heart. And then everyone lift the knee up towards the heart and ground the foot next to the left. Close your eyes here and just notice the feeling, any difference perhaps in sensation between one side and the other. And opening up the eyes. Grounding down through the right foot, lift up the left knee. Maybe you cradle the left knee and do a few ankle rotations one way and then the other. And then finding the same tree pose on this side as you did on the other. So either foot against thigh, foot against shin, or toes on the ground. Finding your point of focus, whether that's a physical one or a mental one. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart. Keep pressing down through your right foot as you lift up through the center of your body. Maybe you reach your arms up. Hold here for 4 breaths. Imagine you're a tree and you're growing roots into the ground. That's your right foot there. Imagine roots just grounding you, fastening you to the foundation underneath you. All right, inhale, reach the arms up, and then exhale, bring the hands together in front of your heart. Inhale to lift the knee up towards your chest, and then exhale, ground. From here, open the feet wide, turn the toes to point outward, and then exhale, bring the hands together in front of your heart and sit down in between your feet, coming into yogi squat. Inhale to lift up your heart, and exhale. And then come to sit on your bum, reach the legs forward, and with a lot of core activity, draw the belly button in, and then come slowly down towards the ground. When you lie on your back, then bring one knee in and then the other, hug them in towards the chest, noticing the back on the ground of your mat. Maybe you rock gently from side to side, still breathing fully. And then shift your hips a little bit over towards the right so that you can bring your knees to the floor on the left side. Open up the arms wide to find your twist, ground the shoulders. Allow your gaze to rest up towards the ceiling or out over your right fingertips, or even close your eyes. And then inhale, come back through center. Shift the hips over towards the left and then bring the knees down on your right side. Open up the arms wide. Ground the shoulders. Turn your gaze either up towards the ceiling, out over your left fingertips, or close your eyes. Allow the shoulders to have contact with the ground here. And then inhaling, coming back through center. And extending your legs for a brief pause, moment of relaxation in Shavasana. Take a deep inhale in through your nose. And with the exhale, release, allow the body to become soft and heavy. Your legs are long, feet are soft and falling outward. Arms are alongside your body with the palms facing up, and maybe you walk your shoulders away. Take one more deep breath here. And exhale out through the mouth. And then just allow your body to melt into the floor here and be quite still for a few moments. Enjoy your Shavasana. I encourage you to stay here as long as your day allows. Just pause the video and unpause when you're ready. For anyone else, take a deep inhale in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Begin to move toes, fingers, hands and feet, wrists and ankles. And maybe you stretch your hands up over your head, point the toes in the opposite direction, and become the longest version of you. Before bringing the knees in towards your chest, hug them close, maybe lift the nose and the forehead up towards the knees, and then rolling over onto your favorite side. Pause here for a moment, take one deep breath in, and then again exhale out through the mouth. And then slowly find your way up to a seat, cross-legged, sitting on your heels, lotus, whatever works for you. And go ahead and close your eyes when you found your seat. Rest your hands on your knees, thighs, with the palms downward for a bit more grounding energy. Close your eyes softly, soften the point between the eyebrows. And take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth, soften the shoulders. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Gently bow your chin in towards your chest. If you set, or if you practiced with an intention, I invite you to recall that intention here. Hold it in your mind, in your heart. And just check in. See if you want to carry that intention with you into the rest of the day. I will close the class with one Om. Please sing with me if you want to. Those vibrations in the throat do good. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And then a comfortable inhale for Om. Om. Namaste. Thank you very much for practicing with me this morning. It brings me great joy, even though I can't physically see you. Just knowing that you're there on the other side, it's just, I'm super grateful, so thank you. If you enjoy the class, there are 3 ways you can support. Actually, I might add a 4th. But you can support me on Patreon with a monthly contribution, starting at $5, going up to whatever you're willing to give. There are no extra benefits. It's just appreciation for my work. You can also send me something on PayPal if you prefer, or share this class. Share it with someone who you think might enjoy it. Maybe also bring them onto my channel so that they can see when else I stream. And also, lastly, the 4th bonus one is to subscribe to my channel. I have a little goal to increase my subscribers in February, and hoping that you can help me reach it. That's all. Have a beautiful day, and hopefully see you soon. Take care.